You have your landscape plans and drawings and are looking forward to your new yard. The next big step is choosing a contractor. Keep in mind, there is no standard in landscape construction. Contractor quality and reliability runs the gamut. Drawing on nearly 15 years of experience, Ponce Construction has prepared this video to help you evaluate your bids by more than the price quotes you've received. In many industries, cost-cutting procedures are replacing craftsmanship and quality. The landscape construction industry is no different. Since materials are more standardized, the primary cost reduction comes from removing skilled labor. Many contractors in the business today rely on a crew of untrained workers and use both subcontractors and mass production techniques to compensate. Ponce Construction specializes in mid to high-end projects where the customer demands craftsmanship, quality, and construction built to last. Over the years, we have created a portfolio of superior and time-tested designs. There are several critical components to a landscaping project. During the next few minutes, we'll give you an overview of why Ponce Construction is the right partner for your project. The primary surface for a majority of projects is custom concrete. High-quality concrete is a primary indication of the skill level of the contractor. Concrete work is such an important aspect to this trade that in addition to the C27 General Landscaping License, Ponce Construction also holds a C8 Specialty Concrete License. The first steps in preparing for concrete installation are fine grading of the site and compacting the area. Grading and compacting ensure there will be a uniform thickness of the concrete to minimize random cracking. Backfilling of sand or road base will also minimize cracking by allowing horizontal movement between the concrete and the ground. As a final precaution, we use heavy rebar or fiber mesh to provide strength in case cracks do occur. The preceding steps are basic requirements for a surface built to last, but many contractors will take shortcuts in preparation or material. The next step is pouring and working the concrete. This step requires skill and experience. The concrete is constantly worked to produce a smooth surface, a proper drainage path for water, and the right vertical distribution of sand and rock to produce the desired finish. All concrete we pour is 2,500 psi or greater and can be colored to match your project needs. Hand-troweled score marks provide an immediate control of cracks while the concrete is setting and add a decorative dimension to the surface. After the concrete is set, we deepen the hand-troweled score marks with a hand grinder. We don't use a concrete saw to add score marks, as this method is used as a mass production technique when unskilled labor is involved. Saw-cut scoring is not as effective as adding hand-troweled score marks while the concrete is wet. Using a saw also produces a less attractive finish when compared to hand-troweled score marks. Applying the finish to the concrete is the final step. Here you see a mass production technique. Sandblasting is another substitute for skilled concrete work to produce a sandwash-like finish. Ponce Construction offers broom finish, salt finish, seeded aggregate, exposed aggregate, and sandwash finishes. All of our finishes are applied while the concrete is wet using skill and experience to achieve superior results. Stamped concrete is an attractive and cost-effective alternative to stone. The basic procedure is to apply a release powder when the concrete is still wet. The release powder allows the stamps to be pressed into the wet concrete and be removed without sticking. The stamps are pressed with a tamping rod to create the stone impression. Timing is everything in stamped concrete. If applied too early, the stamp will not release. If applied too late, as seen with this crew, The stamp will not leave a noticeable impression. The benefits of a skilled crew are obvious. Ponce Construction is extremely proud of its custom barbecue designs. Our barbecues are built to last, with a foundation of 5 inches of concrete and rebar built up with masonry blocks to form the base. The base can be covered with any facing material, such as the stacked stone shown here. The countertop is built from concrete poured into a cage of 1/2-inch steel rebar. Our unique design uses a cantilever counter which extends out, allowing the guest to sit at the bar. The countertop can be 18 to 24 inches wide and can be split into 2 horizontal sections or flat. The steps lead down to the work area behind the barbecue to allow the cook to stand while the guests at the bar are seated. The rounded design shown here is also unique and requires advanced masonry skills to form a rounded shape with square tiles. Also note the bullnose granite tile. This is a good example of the quality craftsmanship we apply to every project. Boulderscape is a specialty of Ponce Construction, used to create rock structures, slides, and waterfalls. Boulderscape can be used extensively, as in this tropical paradise, or it can be applied in moderation to fit a more tailored look, as in this project. Continuing with the built-to-last principle, we form rock shapes with steel rebar cages tied into the pool structure. When the pool is gunnited, we are on site to fill the steel cages and carve the gunite into rock shapes, providing strength and quality. Unlike many contractors, we use diamond steel mesh instead of chicken wire to form your rocks. Chicken wire does not add any strength to a rock structure. To the gunite, we apply 7 coats of Thor-Seal to completely waterproof the rock structure. The next step is to enhance the shape using mortar. The mortar is mixed with anti-hydro sealant to further waterproof the rocks. The texture of the rock is applied using latex stamps created from actual stone. The final step is to paint the rocks using a specially formulated paint. The end result is a realistic, attractive, and durable rock formation. As with all elements of the landscape, Ponce Construction has specialized designs that it is proud to display. A Roman-type lattice cabana is shown here. This design illustrates the level of craftsmanship and design that our company brings to every project. We start with massive 2 by 2 by 3 foot footings. Depending on the size of the structure, we use internal steel or a wooden post. For wooden posts, we waterproof the wood with a sealant, and then wrap the post in polywrap for additional waterproofing. Pre-formed concrete columns are wrapped around the post, and concrete is poured down the middle of the column for added strength. All cabana structures are bolted and nailed for added strength. All wood is primered and then painted with 2 coats. All nails and seams are caulked to be smooth. Additional trim is added to finish the columns. This level of detail results in a design that is rarely found in patio covers today. We also construct corbel, gable, lattice, and totally enclosed patio covers with a variety of post designs. We have covered the major structural elements of a landscape project. Our commitment to excellence carries through to every area, such as planting, irrigation, drainage, lighting, and plumbing. Some practices that we believe are uncommon. For irrigation, we use Rainbird components rated number 1 on the market. For irrigation piping, we use Schedule 40, the strongest grade. Our piping runs are 1 inch to the valve manifold and 3/4 inch to the sprinkler. For low voltage systems, we use high-end systems such as Hadco, Focus, Intermatic, and Rockscape. and we use the largest size wire available. The major strength of our company is the skill and dedication of our people. We are proud of our people and will gladly discuss the background and skill level of each member of the crew. Our company performs all of its own work, including the plumbing and electrical, without the use of subcontractors or temporary labor. Partnering with Ponce Construction means your money is invested in skilled labor and high-quality materials, not middleman markups. We have only one crew, personally supervised each day by Sean Ponce, the company owner. Once we start on your project, we will be dedicated to your home full-time, from start to finish. We hope you have found this information helpful. We know selecting the company to implement your project is an important decision. Thank you for considering Ponce Construction as your landscaping partner.